What's up, everybody? Neely here, and have Socom 4 respawn footage for you. Respawn mode is ranked in this game along with the original classic mode. There are two modes in this game, as I just said. There's respawn and classic. I'm playing the respawn portion here on the map Von Hein Express. And this map's not bad. It's quite large and open, but once you can figure out where the teams spawn, you can get sort of a good idea where the choke points are on this map. And there are a couple, and you're going to see that throughout this video, especially, well, I'm not looking at it now, but there's some train tracks up here to my right where the action gets pretty intense. But in the meantime, I'll explain to you sort of what's going on here. I'm using the AK-102, sometimes Zipper, you know, they can't always get the license names for the guns, so they have to come up with their own name, and the AK-102 is one of them. And so using the AK-102 with the PDW, and I've been going through using both of these weapons, trying to get them up to Mod 5. And that is the last tier of mod for guns. And before you have any questions, I guess I'll explain the mod system. When you play this game, the more you use a gun, the more experience you get added onto that gun. So once you get to mod level 1, you get a new perk or attachment for that gun. Once you get to mod level 2, you can get a new attachment like a red dot or a silencer. And I believe mod 3, which is where I'm at, is the silencer, which I don't have equipped yet in this video. But once you get your guns all the way up to mod 5, you'll have pretty much a full tricked out version of that gun. And it goes for every gun in this game. No matter what gun you use, you can get it fully modded up to level 5 with different types of perks and attachments on it. So like I said, for that, using the AK-102 and the PDW, again, trying to rank those up. And in this commentary, I want to talk to you guys about Classic versus Respawn, because Socom has been known as a, I guess it's what it's been known for is the one life per round, and I guess that's one of the biggest things that people sort of take away from Socom, at least from the past Socoms, is this whole notion of playing one round, and when you're dead, well, you have to wait it out. But what Zipper has done here, Zipper, the company that makes Socom, who has made the past Socoms as well, and they have also made MAG. I think one of the things that they took away from MAG is that Respawn is pretty critical now in this day and age of gaming, and I definitely agree with that. And this is just my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I used to love playing the old Socoms. I used to love only having one life per round and dominating for that one round. You know, much like a search and destroy from like Black Ops. I'm not you know, comparing both, but if I were to, I guess, give you guys an example of what Socom used to play like, it used to play similar to Black Ops' search and destroy. However, Socom has sort of coined the whole search and destroy type game mode with their demolition modes, their escort modes, their breach modes. So I'm not saying that Socom got their ideas from Call of Duty. I'm just giving you guys an example of sort of how Socom used to play it. It used to play with a one life per round type mentality, and then, like I said, once you died, you had to sit out for that round. But like I said, I think one of the biggest things that Zipper learned from making a game like MAG a couple years ago is the fact that Respawn is very critical. And, you know, on top of that, they've also lost some lead designers. So I'm not going to make the excuses that as a company they've lost their identity, because I don't think they have. But I think they've learned from MAG that, you know, Respawn is very critical. And like I said, I agree with that. And I don't know about you, but the most fun that I've had with this game so far when I've been playing it here, when it released on Tuesday, or yesterday if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, or a couple days down the line if you're watching this on NGTGames, I really enjoy Respawn on here. And at first I didn't think I was going to enjoy Respawn at all. I was sort of stuck in my ways of how I used to love my past Socoms, how I used to love to play Socom, you know, the one life per round, dominating round to round, and you know, the old game modes. But I really like Respawn on this game. I really do. At first I sort of thought that Respawn was everyone just running around like chickens with their heads cut off, but actually, I think there's a little more tactical element to this Respawn than I think most people are going to consider. On top of the, well, yes, running around like a chicken with your head cut off, don't get me wrong, that does happen in this game, especially in Respawn. you can really coordinate your spawns just like you could in Mag, except you can talk to your whole entire team. So if you have friends that you're playing and you're partying with, you can select your spawn that you want to start with on the map. Most of these maps, or if not all the maps, have different spawn points. They have a spawn 1, a spawn 2, and a frontline spawn. Most of the times you don't want to really go for the frontline spawn because you'll usually die pretty fast unless you get an organized team attack and you want to spawn together. But my point being here is that I think there's a little more tactical element to this respawn than I think a lot of people can see, and I think people are sort of writing off the respawn in this game because they haven't played it and they're sort of stuck in their ways. And I admit, at first I was sort of one of them. I was sort of the type that just wanted nothing to do with respawn in a Socom game, but you know, after playing respawn quite a bit, you know, just sort of shooting everything in my sight and actually communicating with my team, I enjoy respawn. I think there's a lot of, I guess, strategic elements in it, especially picking your spawns, knowing when to rush, working and moving up as a team, and more often than not, in a game of Socom, or of any game in Socom, any game in the franchise's history, most people carry mics with them when they play. And it's nice to see, because sometimes you'll play Black Ops or some other games and people just don't use mics or headsets for that matter to communicate. But more often than not, anytime I've ever played a game of Mag or a game of Socom, it seems like most people carry mics. Of course, there are the exceptions, but especially when I was playing here yesterday or last night, a lot of people had mics, and it was fun because, you know, you could pinpoint where people were coming from. You could say, you know, where the team was spawning at, what they were doing, and most people, you know, were calling people out, and we were just having generally having a good time. So excuse me for that. You know, like I said, so far I like respawn. It's a lot of kills. You kill a lot of people, and I think the tactical elements here, and I think for you or for many of you out there who are watching, you know, if you just can't see Socom being a respawn game, I understand that. I completely can see that point, because Socom has never been about respawning, and it's quite different. But just give it a try. You know, give respawn a try and see if you actually like it. See if there's more to it than you think or have thought before. I will say that the maps in this game are pretty well done, and there's a couple really unique ones, and then for the most part, they're themed around jungle type maps, and I like it. It plays off well. It plays to the theme of the game, and so far I haven't really run into a bad map. So for that, I've been pretty happy. But the one thing I wanted to tell you guys as well is I'm just not going to be playing respawn. I will be playing classic mode here and there. I'll be honest, I don't necessarily like grenades, so I would probably play more game modes sorted towards like Scrum, where it's 16 on 16, 1 life per round, no nades. To me, that's kind of classic. I mean, it's not necessarily 8 on 8, no nades, small maps, you know, like classic Socom back in the day. But I like playing without grenades, and I don't mind the 16 on 16. That doesn't bother me. It just gives you sort of more opportunities to shoot some people in the face. So for that, I don't really have an issue with that. But I will play small maps down the line. I'll play small medleys. I'll play different game modes, and you know, I need to spend more time with the game, see what game modes I like. The one thing I will say that Zipper has done a great job with is giving people plenty of game modes to play. If you want to play 16 on 16 with no grenades and no snipers, they have that. If you want to play 8 on 8, no respawn, small maps, you can do that. If you want to play classic medleys or some type of medleys where the games rotate from different game mode to different game mode in the same room, you can do that as well. If you just want to play respawn with different themes behind it, like snipers only, you can do that. There's plenty of ways to play this game, and I can definitely foresee this game having quite a long longevity. Longevity. Does that make sense? I guess so. But yeah, I could see this game being quite a lot of fun, just simply the fact that there's a lot of game modes, and for that, I'm pretty appreciative of that fact. That's not to say that there isn't issues with it. There's still no party system in the game, although you can join friends, you know, the old-fashioned way off the friends list. But Zipper's thought was that they didn't want to release a party system that was broken on day one. I don't blame them, because there's so many developers out there. They were putting the party system in the game and it was broken. Pretty much, it wasn't there, because if it's broken, to me, it's not there. If you can't use the party system, if it's broken, it's just not there. So the party system will be patched in this game, but for now you can still play with friends. You just need to sort of go through the agony that is joining off the friends list. So with that being said, for these videos that I do, I have a good bit of suppression respawn matches that I want to show you guys. I also have a clan match that I did last night. I'm going to put that up for you. I'll be doing co-op missions as well. I got some co-op mission footage I'll put up playing cooperatively with some friends. So I got plenty of Socom footage, and I'll be definitely showcasing Socom here down the road, hopefully into the summer. And I'm also looking for clan players. If you're interested in being added to my friends list and being a part of my Socom clan, go ahead and direct message me here on YouTube. Maybe tell me a little bit about your Socom experiences, or generally what you like about the game, how old you are, and when you send me that direct message, I'll message you back with my gamer tag and blah blah blah, and we'll start a clan up. I do have a couple members in my clan, and we're looking to add more to that, just to have fun. We'll do clan matches, but we'll have fun. We'll goof around. We'll play different game modes, and we'll just have a good time. And we're coming down to the end of this video here. We got about 2 minutes left. And for these videos here, I'm going to be cutting them down. They can be quite long. You play respawn for 20 minutes, and there's no kill limit at all, which is nice. And I'm going to be cutting these games down quite a bit. Number one, to send them over to NGTGames, we have to have videos preferably under 15 minutes. That's number one. So I'll be cutting them down for that reason. I'm going to be sending this video over to NGTGames regardless anyway. I'll be sending my first couple Socom videos that appear on my channel also over to NGTGames. So for that, these videos will be under 15 minutes, and not only just that, not only the factor that 20 minutes is quite long, but there's some moments here where I need to cut out the deaths in between respawning, and some other stuff that comes up, some stupid stuff where the gameplay might slow down. I'll cut that out, excuse me, and then you guys will get to see some constant action. So that's all I have to say. Again, if you're looking forward to joining a Socom clan, you can direct message me here on YouTube. I'll continue the uploads of variety, inside this game. Clan matches, cooperative missions, respawn, classic mode, all that. But just know, guys, that respawn is quite a lot of fun, and I think you should check it out. That doesn't mean that you cannot like it or don't like it at all. That's certainly not the case. If you don't like respawn, that's fine. Go play classic, and I will be doing that myself. I'll be playing both game modes, and I think it's great that you can play Socom numerous amounts of ways, and I think that's going to really help this game in the long run. So, yeah, that's about all I got. This video is wrapping up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this. And my movie making software here is getting screwy, but yeah, that's it. That's all I have for now. If you haven't subscribed to me already, go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. But that is all for now. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.
Looking for an awesome free game to play? Try War Inc. Battlezone with tons of weapons, equipment, and highly customizable characters. Sign up now and receive exclusive NGT bonus items such as 10,000 gamer points, 30-day rental of the XM8 assault rifle, and 14-day rental of the 2x XP boost item. Click the link in the description to download this awesome shooter game now, absolutely free.